Well, it's still morning at NTV, and this time we're coming to you live from Keba Express Hotel here in Katavi Town Council, Wakiso District. Of course, the conversation still revolves around the alcohol control bill that seeks to regulate the sale, manufacture and consumption of alcohol. And where I am at Keba Express Hotel, of course, this is a renowned facility for hangout. I can say hangout, but also on days like Friday, live band always happening here, and it's a hub of many other people that of course come to enjoy the beer and the rest of other alcohol ranks, if I can say. But of course we are still seeking opinion and views from this raging debate that has attracted mixed reactions from both legislators, the manufacturers, and we want to really understand on ground what really happens when or if the alcohol control bill is passed into law. I just want to speak to the manager of this place, but also the other people that perform or play live band for people inside here. And Golden MC, you are part of the team that this bill seeks to, I don't know whether to affect or to work with, but we just want to understand from the ground, what is your take on the alcohol control bill that has attracted mixed reactions, if you can say?
Yeah. First of all, my name is Golden MC, and I work here as the manager. I work here as the MC, overseer of what happens in the night. For example, especially today, Friday. Now, if we're talking about the alcohol control bill, number one, we need to understand that we are talking about the country with economic stagnations. We're talking about a country that has no employment. We're talking about a country that is has a lot of issues. So, in my opinion, I really see as this control bill as not the most relevant at this particular time, right? Maybe you can also
okay. Among other things, the bill seeks to regulate time on which people have to take alcohol. Let's say, for example, if they come up to say that drinking should start at 5 p.m. in the evening, do you see that in any way affect the business?
Yes, very, very. Just like I said, now, number one, if the bill looks at, let me say, regulating the time of drinking and all that, we are looking at, just like I said, in the economic spaces, we are looking at a country that is struggling economically. So if you say that, the drinking should have time limit, we look at then, the breakage in the chain of money making towards the company of us that invest into this business.
And also, we know that this in any way intends to reduce the sales of these. A place like this that operates 24/7, you have the hotel, you have other facilities, holiday makers here. Yes, so we are looking at it in a way that you, the people, have to have an input in this discussion of the bill. Yes.
One. Maybe also besides that, now just talking about holiday makers, you see, when you regulate someone drinking, when you regulate an alcoholic, one, that means these people are going to be buying alcohol and take it home. Now, when they take alcohol home, that means we are exposing the young people that we have left home for families, to be exposed to alcohol. And if these bars have been gazetted or have been...
Are you trying to tell us that if this is implemented, maybe regulation, people will be taking this alcohol in hiding? Is that what you're trying to mean?
Yes. Even this Friday, for example, our live band ends at around 12 p.m. every Friday. But every end of 12 p.m., you see people packing these beers. Now, imagine if they were packing beers on a daily. That means these people will be buying beers and packing them and go with them home and drink from home. One, it gives an implication of exposing the young people or the children, the families we brought home to alcohol, and that's also another side on the other perspective, Mr. Walnyoro.
Okay, I'll get back to you. Let me speak to Derek. Derek, you perform on band. I've several seen you all. But do you see this bill in any way affecting you, the band performers as well? Because you perform in places where people are having alcohol.
Yes, exactly. First of all, my name is Derek. I'm a vocalist from Tongoli Band. Yeah. So I would think that when we only work when people gather. When they don't gather, we don't work. We only work in places like these and bars and restaurants and all that. So when people don't drink, we don't work.
Because in any way, I am looking at this as a way of controlling the sales of beers, because if you're regulating on time, the people who work at night will want to drink in the morning, go rest, then go back to work maybe in the evening, and all stuff like that. But what do you think should be done this time for you as the people on the ground to have an input in such a bill? What do you think needs to be done?
I think we shouldn't even be discussing about this. We have a lot of problems as a country, just like he had said earlier. So have they thought about the oil traces? The border men that take us back home when we are drunk. Have they thought about their families and all that? So I think that we shouldn't even be discussing about this because we have.
So you think there are more other things that we can talk about instead the alcohol?
Exactly.
Okay. Let me go back to Golden. Golden, I just want you have lacked, I think, a collective voice. Yesterday I saw the manufacturers coming together, but you the bar operators, you seem to lack a collective voice of when you can stand to also have an input, place an argument on such an important matter. But what do you think also needs to be done for you, the people that operate these bars?
Okay, well, the manufacturers came up with, they came up with a meeting, and then maybe their voice was heard. We as bar operators, we are waiting to show that maybe Sarah Opendi was serious with the bill. And then so our voice can so our voice can also be heard. So in a nutshell, okay, first of all, we just want to ensure that this is not just a mere diversion. That if Honorable Sarah Opendi was serious with the bill in Parliament, we just want to ensure that, we have a lot to do. That's number one. So we don't want to grab apparently right now simply because maybe it was a mere diversion. But if she's honestly serious about the bill, to get and then but honestly, to say on a serious note, we are looking at countries, just like I said, on the economic perspective. There are countries that have no alcohol regulation. Now, for example, when you talk about countries like Bulgaria, when you talk about countries like Djibouti, when you talk about like countries like Russia, these are countries that have never talked about for example, I was making a little bit of research, and I realized that countries like Bulgaria, countries like Djibouti have no drinking age. The drinking age starts as low as 13. You understand? But these are countries that are developed than Uganda. But you, a country that is struggling economically, why do you bring alcohol?
So it's a Friday. Just give us. I'm giving you only 15 seconds. So what is happening this Friday? What's on docket for people of Intel? I know you've always done this. Before we hand over the conversation back to the studios.
Okay. We as Keba Express Hotel, every Friday, this is a number one stop center of entertainment. We have live band music. And so here, what happens is the live band starts around 7 to until midnight. We have quite a couple of so many bands that always come through. For example, Derek, I told Derek to come through. I'm going
to give him 15 seconds. Let's wind up your take. I'm going to 15 seconds.
So I'm just calling upon people to come through for this Friday. The vibe has already started. The Friday vibe.
Okay. Sure. Derek, I'm only giving you 10 seconds. My other producer says, please, you sound out of tune. Only 10 seconds. Please, the mic is yours. Give us a freestyle here and invite you. 10 seconds only. Get the mic. Okay, 10 seconds only. Yes.
Yo, my people, my name is Derek Valentine from Tongoli Band. Okay, I invite you all today at Keba Express Hotel. We are right here every Friday as Tongoli Band. We give you the best music ever. We break life into music. We sign out here.